But to get two high-class performers from the champions in Zinchenko and Jesus, well, they weren't bench players at Manchester City. They were players that contributed to so much of their success in recent years.
Well, if you could plan out the perfect first 45, this is probably how it would look. Arteta can't have too many complaints about the way his players have performed out there.
Almost short from Partey, but White knocking that back over towards Gabriel. Xhaka trying flicks in the midfield. Everybody seemingly given the licence to play progressive football, to take a chance, to try and open up the defence. It's paid off in this first half for Mikel Arteta. Nobody questioning the process at the moment.
There'll always be something to improve upon, and I'm sure he can find it. But the Gunners have been absolutely superb this first 45.
And that's a risky pass across your own box. Ødegaard back to White. Saka teasing Zamora. Saka, that's a dangerous ball in. Just back out, not quite to White. And Billing just needs to hold on to it now. With the 2 minutes being played in added time in the first half. Not much really Bournemouth can do in the face of this display from Arsenal. But of course, only 2-0 up. Lerma. There's Xhaka. Gabriel, and now Ramsdale. Awkward one for Ramsdale to deal with, and not going to take any chances.
Yeah, it's been a question of concentration, really, for Ramsdale. He loves to be involved, but he's been a bystander for most of this half.
Just 2 balls on the pitch, which could be a regular occurrence with the new system. Balls being readily available on the touchline. Well, a tough first half for Scott Parker against a rampant Arsenal side. Gabriel Jesus involved in both goals, the build-up to both goals scored by captain Martin Ødegaard. Arsenal in control at the break of the Vitality Stadium. Half-time, Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 2.
Martinelli, and a lovely finish as well by Odegaard. But the strength that he shows here is just phenomenal. It's a hopeful ball. There he gets across him. Senesi, beautiful. You can see at the back post you've got Saka there, and Zamora plays him on side.
What should he do there, Zamora? Does he have
it's
the
a
option
difficult
to
one.
go in with?
You've got to stand the line. You can't run in because you've got to try and play him offside.
But look at that strength.
Strength and quality as well. Lerma tries to bring him down, can't get near him. Again, cuts inside. He's like an electric eel. He's so quick and strong, and just been an amazing sign. He's transformed the team because he's given him so much quality, and it's such an upgrade from Lacazette and Aubameyang. He just gives them something completely different, and you can see the team are looking at it and going, that's what you want from your striker. He's been a brilliant signing for them.
How would you sum up that first 11 minutes, which saw Arsenal score twice?
Yeah, and I'm sure Scott Parker's probably thinking this could be 5-0 at half-time because they've been so good. Odegaard as well looks fantastic in those positions. We're seeing Xhaka playing in a higher position as well. This is a nice piece of play. Old-fashioned. Ben White plays it, gets round him on the overlap. They work it really well. And then Odegaard off the touch here flashes that one into the corner. But he's been alive all game, and this is important for me from a midfield perspective. You can see Ben Pearson, who's just in front of him. As that ball gets played out, look how he anticipates it. He nips in front, he's alive, and then all of a sudden they're on the attack. Now they're down this right side, they've got an overload, they've got too many players. You can see Bournemouth are reeling now, they're trying to get into a good position. Ben Pearson now has to get with Odegaard. He doesn't. You can see he's the wrong side of him. Is it an offside? No, it isn't, because you can see that the captain's keeping him on side. It gets back played to him. You've got to pick him up. Nobody's getting close enough from Bournemouth's point of view, but Odegaard has been also incredible in this first half. Lovely footballer. Great appreciation and that lovely left foot. It's not an easy one, but he knows exactly what he's doing. He uses the players and just bends it round them.
He's got the confidence, having scored the first one as well. There's the line that shows he's just onside. Perhaps perspective tells you something different, but that is...
Lloyd Kelly there, you can see him in the middle. It's a tight one, but he just keeps him onside. But Arsenal have been brilliant. They really have. There is definitely a mismatch, as Alan Smith rightly says.
So what do you do now if you're Scott Parker?
It's difficult because you tried to get the ball up to Kiefer Moore. You tried to play off knockdowns. They haven't got Solanke to bring on, who is obviously an important player. He's injured. It's been tough. Now you've just got to try and hope you can get that next goal, and then things might change. But Arsenal have been fantastic.
They absolutely have. They've got threats on either side. They've got Gabriel Jesus on fire through the middle as well. And they have players queuing up to score goals. It's been Jesus and Martinelli in previous weeks. Tonight is Martin Odegaard at the double at half-time.
You'll never stop this thing. I will never let you go.
Get the right result. Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League, sponsored by We Buy Any Car.
This September on Sky Sports.
You excited? Let's go!
Surely not.
Oh, he's done it. Oh, my. Only the Premier League writes scripts like this. Glorious!
What have you done, Sanka?
Of all the drama, it comes down to this. Put that in your pipe. Unbelievable shot. What a try that is.
Watch all the sport you love this September on Sky Sports.
Introducing the all-new Mazda CX-60 plug-in hybrid. Crafted in Japan.
Baby, 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 I'm coming home to your tender, sweet loving. You're my one and only one. Baby, 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 I'm coming home. I need you, baby, yeah.
The thing that's different about a Verbo holiday home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your holiday home with someone you wouldn't share your holiday with?
getting into your flow. It's all about how you start. Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar clears a path on your skin before the blades for effortless shaving and exfoliation in one stroke. Because when you start in flow, you're quicker to your best. Put your best face forward with the Gillette Labs range. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Sell your car the motorway way, where dealers compete to give you their best price.
Just sold the car.
What? No way.
Yes way. Motorway, the way to sell your car.
No, no.
Minions, The Rise of Gru.
Dulac Simply Refresh. Refreshes walls in just one coat, guaranteed.
Amazing deals now on at Currys. Save up to £80 on these Hisense Smart 4K TVs with realistic picture quality powered by Dolby Vision from just $269. Save £100 on this Lenovo IdeaPad 3 laptop, now only $299. Or upgrade to the super fast Intel Core i5 processor model, now only $449. Get free installation and recycling worth £45 on Samsung's new 11 kilo A-rated washing machines at Currys.
You know that feeling? When you're out of data and you're out of control? But not with EE. But not with EE.
Well, he must be very happy with what he's seen so far and maybe contemplating Bournemouth's next move, because the word is they might be about to make some changes at half-time, Jamie.
I saw Lewis Cook getting warmed up with some intent and went back in slightly earlier. Maybe Ben Pearson.
Potentially, as well as Lewis Cook coming on. I'm hearing Jaden Anthony might be coming on as well. Another threat further forward.
Yeah, it's difficult because what you don't want to do is be end of a 5-6-0 defeat, because that's what it had that feeling in the first half. They were so outclassed. But you also want to, but you're at home, you want to maybe just hope we get that next goal, get the crowd going. Anything can then happen. Lewis will come on and get them playing. He's a good footballer, technically very good, because they found it so hard to compete in that midfield area. And Arsenal load it up in there. Zinchenko's playing like an extra midfielder, like he did sort of when he was at Man City. So they have got so many options. So you might want to just thicken that area up and see if you can stop that dominance.
There's Jaden Anthony as well, former Arsenal player, released by them as a 16-year-old, might have a point to prove. in the 45 minutes that he's got on the pitch as well. We just wonder, is this Arsenal team made of something different to those we've seen in the past?
Yeah, that's that look of it at the moment. Listen, we're only 2.5 games in, but the two centre-backs look very commanding at the moment. But that's the test that they're going to have. But they've been very, very good in that first half.
2-0 they lead. Alan Smith, Seb Hutchinson.
Yes, the two changes for Bournemouth to try and stem the Arsenal tide, and Jayden Anthony, one of those coming on for a Premier League debut, but was a big part of their promotion push last season. Successful promotion push. So second half underway. Two changes for Bournemouth. Lewis Cook on, one of those who did play in the only time Bournemouth have ever beaten Arsenal in 2018. Smith, a member of this side, who was in that side that day. Anthony, out on that left-hand side. Arsenal unchanged. And why would they change things? It's been going so smoothly.
Yeah, not an awful lot to say at half-time for Arteta. I'm sure he'd have found something, but yeah, really satisfying performance from them. And it is about keeping up those standards and that concentration, not allowing complacency to creep in. Because you know that Bournemouth are going to throw as much as they can at it now. They've got to do something to try and get the way back in this.
Looking to attack Arsenal here, though. Tavernier was free in the 6-yard box there, and a rare foray into the Arsenal box. Cook, but there's Jesus coming back. First touch for Bournemouth in the opposition box in the match comes at the start of the second half. Senesi and Pearson, incidentally, have made way, so the man making his first start, the Argentinian, taken off at half-time.
Yeah, it was a baptism of fire for him. Unfortunate to come up against a player of Jesus' form, confidence, ability. Clash of heads there.
And therefore a change in shape for Scott Parker, back to when he played last season in the Championship. Back four. There's Kelly. And Lerma. Jesus. Moore, who did his job pretty well in the first half, just needed support.
Yeah, I'd be pleased with that touch in the box that he got. He managed to win a throw high up the pitch and get it into the centre forward.
But Scott Parker making that double change at half-time, and another new Argentinian defender in the Premier League taken off at half-time. Alessandro Martinez for Manchester United against Brentford. And another signing, Miro Davise, another defensive signing. Better from Bournemouth at the start of this second half, and Anthony flying down that left-hand side. Big challenge in there from Ben White. Might have more of a challenge now on this side. Anthony, more of a natural ride forward to test the Arsenal defence. And they're going to try and test the Arsenal defence here with a long throw as well. Kelly winding one up.
Why wouldn't you? About fighting for the second ball.
Kelly towards Moore. Gabriel wins the header. Kelly again. Now this is a teasing one for Bournemouth to attack, and Lerma got on the end of it, and there's Ramsdale to claim.
Well, they've got to take encouragement from that, Bournemouth. I've seen a way forward.
And the one point of hope is that they're only 2 goals down. It's a rare loose touch from Martinelli. Arsenal a little slow by their high standards out of the blocks in this second half. They have to go some to stay at the level that they were in that first half.
Yeah, but for Arteta, you warn against the reaction that's bound to come. And we've seen that first 5 minutes from Bournemouth.
Moore just losing the ball there, parting up for Arsenal. Here's Gabriel. Bournemouth fans finding their voice in the second half. They've already seen something from their side. Zamora. Nice turn from Lerma. Out to Smith. Lacking bodies in the penalty area at the moment. Now they're arriving. Smith plays it in, away by Gabriel. He's been strong in the air for Arsenal. The ball has gone into the box in the second half. Beckham. Already Scott Parker's words seemingly having an influence on Bournemouth. Changing shape as well, 2 substitutions.
Yeah, they needed to see something, these players and these fans, to suggest that they can make a dent in this Arsenal team. Instead of being player, and that's how he finishes this. Like a top-class centre-forward. Martinelli has now put some good crosses in from open play and from corners. Xhaka says, there you go, have a swing at that. And he's managed to find the top corner as easy as you like. Clipping the underside of the bar. What a way to break your duck. He got an own goal last week, but it's more than makes up for it.
Well, if they spent a while singing his name in the first half, you doubt it's going to stop anytime soon in this second half. The reaction from Zinchenko puts his hands to the sky. What can you say? Joy on Arteta's face. It's all going to plan. Fine defending from Gabriel. Oh, the nick of time for Arsenal. Anthony.
Ramsdale was behind. Whether he would have got a hand on it or two, we'll never know.
A busy box again, looking to receive the long throw. First header was missed, but Arsenal pick up a free kick. But William Saliba, what a start to his Arsenal career. Already impressing as a defender, but what a way to impress.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big goal as well in the context of the match, but a big moment in his Arsenal career. That I don't think he'll score many better than this. An absolute beauty.
And they love him already. He's not left-footed, incidentally, as far as I'm aware. Say he is now. Partey. Now Saka. Martinelli. Flag stays down. Martinelli couldn't keep it now.
Well, we should see plenty of situations like this when Bournemouth are taking chances, getting men forward and allowing gaps at the back. Did seem to time his run perfectly here, Martinelli. That final touch just under his body a little bit.
What does Scott Parker do in this scenario? 3-0 down at home against a side playing as well as Arsenal.
Yeah, you're just thinking about avoiding a humiliation now.
They were 3-0 down at half-time to Manchester City. It was a game they didn't play too badly in, but they were playing Manchester City. That's the thing you have to say in this match as well, that Arsenal have played at a level that not many sides in this Premier League have been able to deal with in this game so far. Xhaka. Ramsdale. It's going well for him so far. Look at his old ground. Zinchenko. Jesus. Being wrestling with Mepham and somehow keeping the ball away from Mepham. As Johnny Evans found out last week, he's very difficult to pin down.
A tough man to get off the ball. Gabriel Jesus gets those legs planted.
Gabriel. Martinelli gets away from Smith. And Arsenal calling for a booking there. They felt a bit rash from Smith. And there is the booking, but Martinelli just a bit too quick.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. Martinelli for the first touch inside and the second touch always taking it away from Adam Smith. And of course, always looks worse in slow motion, but in normal time it just looked like Martinelli was too sharp.
Played so many games for Bournemouth, over 300. Can be forgotten. He once was at Tottenham. Here's Gabriel. Martinelli and Smith going tight again. Has to be careful. Trying to stay aggressive though, winning that ball back. Even against this Arsenal side today, to continue to be positive here, Bournemouth playing at home. I know they'll have easier challenges this season. Here's Kelly. Lerma. Nice turn from him, now Billing. Couldn't find Anthony or Zamora. Zamora towards Moore. Anthony, can he get on the end of this? He can. Drop to Billing. Moore. Lerma couldn't get to that, and here's Martinelli. And look at him go. And Cook trying to stay with him, and he's driving on. Martinelli left the ball behind. Going that fast.
Yeah, just toted the ball there first, and Lewis Cook might have given away a penalty, but he's so quick with and without the ball. Martinelli.
Xhaka to Partey. Odegaard. If you haven't forgotten, he's on a hat-trick. Saka. Zamora has been booked. Chose not to have another bite after he was turned. Saka limping away from that one. Here's Zinchenko. Here's Gabriel. Zinchenko finding Odegaard with ease. Now Saka. Partey. Lovely drag. Zinchenko. Xhaka. White. And Jesus gives it away to Moore. Anthony. Arsenal winning that ball back so quickly and so simply. Here's Saka.
It's exhibition stuff now for Arsenal.
Martinelli looking to curl it. The Arsenal fans even enjoying that effort from Martinelli, and even finding time to sing about Manchester United as well.
Well, 3-0's a great scoreline. There's a sub coming on for Bournemouth, but there'll be an opportunity for Arteta soon as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, the Scotland international Ryan Christie is going to come on, and I think Philip Billing is going to make way. Difficult thing for him.
Yeah, looks like he might have a knock, but he just couldn't make an impression in this match.
And one of Bournemouth's signings at the beginning of last season in Ryan Christie is going to come on. Hope to try and get close to FIFA more. You fancy even at this early stage of the second half that Bournemouth is trying to keep a lid on Arsenal rather than thinking about turning this game around. Although they were 3-0 up against Arsenal once upon a time, and for Arsenal to draw 3-3. But here's Ryan Christie, former Celtic man, coming on in a difficult scenario for his club. Granit Xhaka getting a song now. Trying to work out who hasn't had a song sung about them in this game from the Arsenal fans.
I'm still waiting.
I think you've had a few already.
I heard the word Smith, but I think it was Smith Rowe.
Forfeit out of play by Saliba. He repaid all the songs. A sweet strike in the second half that just at a moment when Bournemouth thought they might just get back into this game, it was taken away from them with that third goal. But they're trying to apply pressure on here again, and they've been in this position. It's going to be the fourth time, almost exactly the same position, to launch a long throw. Can they make one of them count? Helped on by Moore. Arsenal clear their lines.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but it seems to be the best way and maybe the only way forward for Bournemouth.
Ramsdale just getting enough on that. And Aaron Ramsdale, we know how much he loves the clean sheet, and when he doesn't get one, how annoyed he gets. Clean sheet on the cards at the moment. We've got a long throw from the other side. This time, no, taken short by Smith. Tavernier. And Kelly. There's White across. Christie. Arsenal still to make a change. Kelly. Understandably, Arsenal singing about David Rocastle as Bournemouth are on the attack. This might be the chance for more. Deserves something in this game, but ran out of space. Here's Smith. Arsenal winning that ball back. Erdegaard. Now Martinelli. Shouts of man on from the away support. And they're going close. Partey. Zinchenko. Gabriel. Saliba. White. Saka. And Erdegaard's finding White. And White trying to run with the ball down that side. And Lloyd Kelly, talented young defender, looking up there. And Erdegaard can't control it. But the Arsenal fans singing about all their players today, but also singing about David Rocastle, the late David Rocastle, who actually played the same game you did, Alan, back in 1987, the first ever meeting between Bournemouth and Arsenal in the League Cup. Do you remember much of that game?
I vaguely remember the game, but can't remember my goal in that.
I didn't even say you scored, but you did score.
No, I knew I scored. I knew I did. 3-0, wasn't it?
3-0, but just shows the progress of Bournemouth as a club. And that was the first meeting in the League Cup. And returning to the Premier League for this season, but they did spend a few seasons in the top flight under Eddie Howe. But only beat Arsenal once in that time. Tavernier, nice touch. The Arsenal fans calling for a substitution.
They just weren't able to get into this game in the first half, Bournemouth. Before they knew it, they were 2 goals down. Hold of the ball.
And Lerma offside. And that won't please Scott Parker. He's hoping to keep Bournemouth up after going down with Fulham.
Good effort. Was going wide.
Enough there for Cook to come across.
Well, we have seen a reaction from Bournemouth in the second half, as we thought we would. He can't be too hard on his players, Scott Parker. They've given it a good go, but the gap in quality is there for all to see.
An ironic cheer there for the fact that Bournemouth have a throw-in, something going their way in this game. They face Norwich City, one of the sides relegated last season in the Premier League, in the League Cup next week. Arsenal will be involved in the next round of that competition due to their participation in Europe. Free kick, Arsenal. Bukayo Saka, saying it early, but the forgotten man at the start of this season, just because of the way, the level so many of his teammates have played at.
Well, that's a good thing, really, isn't it? I think too much weight of responsibility was put on his shoulders. Still a young lad learning the game, so he can afford to have a quiet match now. Not that he's been quiet, he's seen plenty of the ball today, but other match winners plenty more in this side.
And to think at the age that he's at, Bukayo Saka, to have played 100 Premier League games, quite extraordinary.
Yeah, most of them very good ones.
Doesn't turn 21 until next month. He's already been through a lot in his career. Here's Cook for Bournemouth. We feel like Arsenal now just seeing this one through to conclusion without taking too many risks. They know the points are pretty safe from this sort of position. Don't tell Gabriel Jesus that. He'll be desperate for another chance to be created for him. Christie, nice play for the Scotsman. And Christie just behind Tavernier. Cook. Anthony. Missing up Saka. Zamora. Are we going anywhere here, Bournemouth? They probe. To deny Arsenal the clean sheet. Moore. Nice flick on. Christie trying to work it back to Moore. Zamora. Good play from him. And there's Ramsdale.
Well, they kept on going. Second half had much better moments. Bournemouth threatening to come out of this game without a humiliating scoreline against them. Take too much of a beating here.
Moore. It's the sort of ball that he'd want played to him in the penalty area. Saka. And Christie, that's going to be a free kick. Now from Thomas Partey in a very good position here for Bournemouth to pierce that clean sheet.
He's done well, hasn't he? Ryan Christie, since coming on, looked really sharp.
Few players around this one at the moment. Tavernier, left-footed option. Anthony interested as well as Christie. Two left-footed options Tavernier and Christie, but it will be Tavernier or Anthony. And really, the home fans here haven't had much to shout about so far at all. Keep your eyes on Aaron Ramsdale here. Seemingly always on a one-man mission to make sure he doesn't concede. Doesn't matter what happens at the other end. And Smith Rowe with the most popular job in football. In their time. Tavernier, decent strike, but wide in the end. And I think Ramsdale was celebrating that before it even gone wide.
Always difficult to go round that side of the wall and get enough curl on it to be on target, but it was a decent effort.
Celebrating that with the high fives. Not over yet, Aaron. Jesus, what a leap that was. Nketiah, Saka, nice touch. Jesus, Saka again. A rare attack for Arsenal in the last 10 minutes. Gabriel. Zinchenko. And a bit of a slip. He just got caught actually by Smith. Just took his legs from him. Mepham, loose header. Xhaka, lovely pass. Gabriel Jesus denied, but there's Saka. And denied this time by Kelly. It's Travers the first time. Arsenal looking for that fourth. Jesus denied.
Yeah, might not be his day in terms of goal scoring. He's put plenty behind this. Again, right on the edge of offside. First touch is good. It's right down the throat of Travers.
I think the flag was up in any case. It doesn't look as though Arsenal fans are going to see Fabio Vieira, but they are going to see Lokonga and Tierney. And it's Bukayo Saka making way. And Granit Xhaka coming off as well. Taking off the armband and giving it to Gabriel Jesus. Part of this leadership team of Arsenal. And Tierney, who was tipped to be Arsenal captain at one point, is coming on. It looks as though he's going to be going on at left wing ahead of Zinchenko. And then, yeah, where's Lokonga going to go here? Next to Partey. Tavernier. Kelly. Ball out to play. Well, Arsenal closing in here on another victory at the start of this Premier League season. This may be the most impressive of the three so far. That's saying something based on their first two performances. Here's Lerma. Mepham, under pressure from Tierney. Very interesting that Tierney's playing so high up the pitch.
He's got a fight on now for that left-back spot.
And the Arsenal fans doused in sun on that side. Nketiah. Zinchenko. Bournemouth know the game is lost. It felt lost a long time ago. been a bit better in the second half, Bournemouth. Arsenal still too good. Mepham drops to Jesus. And now Smith Rowe. And they're in here with Nketiah. And Mark Travers keeping the score just about respectable at the moment for Bournemouth. Partey.
They could have easily got another 2 or 3 goals, couldn't they, the Gunners, in this second half? Not the easiest of chances for Nketiah, goes for the side foot.
Nketiah had such a strong finish to last season. He knows he's a player who's going to be coming off the bench more often than not, with Jesus in the team. Lerma, 4 more minutes to play at the Vitality Stadium. Here's Zamora. Now Mepham. Smith. Lerma. Cook. Tavernier. Well, with this break in play, Alan, I can ask you, you've got lots of candidates, but who is your player of the match?
I mean, Odegaard could have easily got it, 2 goals, superb, but a bit of bias, number 9 myself. I mean, the part he played in that first goal alone, I think he deserves to win the player of the match. And everything he's done since has been excellent. Unlucky not to get on the score sheet, but what an addition to the team Gabriel Jesus has been and will be.
Quite the performance again. Here's Zamora. And look at Jesus back there helping Arsenal to keep that clean sheet. Space for Smith. Lots of time for Smith to send one in, and more goes up. And Ramsdale will smother that one. He's not going to let go of that anytime soon.
Yeah, he can lead with his head held high. Keep for more today. He's done as much as could be reasonably expected with the service he's had. He's battled hard.
Well, it is early stages in the Premier League season, of course, but Arsenal supporters haven't had this sort of feeling at the start of a campaign for a while. Lost their first 3 games at the start of last season. Bottom of the league at that point. They're going to be top of the league at the end of this game.
Yeah. All the news is good, but he knows better than anybody. It's very early days. Very early days. But, I mean, his players, most have played in the Premier League before. They know the standards that are needed. And they move on, hoping for better. Fortunately, next match is a trip to Anfield.
Here's Jesus. Just a few more seconds for Arsenal to see out, to seal the win, to seal the clean sheet, but they might add another one here. Smith Rowe to cap a fine performance from the Gunners, but Mark Travers very busy in this second half. Actually, more saves to make it feels in the second half than that first half, which Arsenal was so good as well. The Gunners continue to move through the gears. Another impressive performance from Mikel Arteta's side. 2 goals for Martin Ødegaard. A rare brace from him, and then a spectacular 3rd goal at the start of the second half from one of the main men at the moment in William Saliba. A goal disallowed for Gabriel Jesus as well, but he puts in another fine performance. They've won their first 3 Premier League games for the first time in 18 years. They're top of the league, and they can't ask for more than that. Final score, a fine performance from Arsenal. Winners at Bournemouth by 3-0.
It's all going very well for Arsenal, isn't it? What a start to the season. They couldn't have seen this coming, the way they've handled each challenge so far in very different ways. And as Alan was saying on commentary, perhaps this might be the most impressive today. Flew out the traps early on. Gabriel Jesus right at the heart of things. And Mikel Arteta is creating a winning machine at the start of this season. First time in 18 years, they have started with 3 consecutive victories. Another clean sheet here today. And those Arsenal fans are enjoying every second of this. Jamie Redknapp, how impressive was that from the Gunners?
Yeah, incredible. You talk about levels right now, and they are full of confidence. There's a great energy about the team. The new players that they've brought in have really added to what they're trying to achieve here. Jesus is magnificent right now. Very early in the season, as Alan Smith rightly says. But real reasons, if you're an Arsenal fan, to be optimistic when you look at this squad. Saliba's obviously been on loan, been at the club a while. He looks majestic at the back. Very, very impressive Arsenal right now. They look a formidable team, very, very strong.
The whole team just seems to be clicking, Jamie. I suppose we wondered at half-time whether there was going to be a response from Bournemouth. Is this Arsenal team starting to show something different, as well as the quality, the fluency of football? Is there now some grit in this team as well?
You feel that. You rewind it back a year ago. The manager was under intense pressure. The team looked like it had no real backbone. There was a talk about there were going to be lots of changes at the club. Right now, this is completely different. They have a resilience about them. They have a real strength. They have options when you can bring on the likes of Smith Rowe and
I think that should be the game plan from here on out, because Rivera seems to be out. Working out, hustling Badu Jack these last couple of rounds.
And the punch stats, as you see on our screen here,
nice stiff
would
jab
certainly
there.
Verify that. Richard Rivera at least out-throwing Badu Jack to this point.
Neither man has been very effective thus far, but it does seem that it's easier to lean against the man who's busier.
Ooh, another uppercut there from Richard Rivera. All right, Chris Mannix, we have to go to you. How do you score this fight so far?
Yeah, I've got it 2-1 in favor of Richard Rivera, and honestly, this very easily could be a shutout in favor of Rivera. I actually gave Jack the benefit of the doubt in that second round. I thought he was more active early on, landed some cleaner punches, but Rivera just looks so much more comfortable, and Jack is not letting his hands go enough.
And again, you hear Jonathan Banks, the trainer of Badu Jack, reminding him, don't worry about the big shots, go for the small shots.
What's a small shot look like, Chris? What is he referring to there?
He just wants to let his hands go in combination, not just look for the one shot that are going to get the oohs and the ahs. He needs to break Rivera down, and you're going to do that with combinations. Sometimes when you have a guy in there who's awkward and looks like he's open for big shots, you'll load up for the one highlight reel shot, when really setting it up is when you're not looking for it.
Well, a couple of moments ago, Jack landed a nice crisp body shot right along the belt line, but Rivera just flurried out and kept his feet moving. And perhaps this is following the pattern of so many prior Badu Jack fights, which is that maybe in the second half of this fight, Badu Jack starts to come alive.
Got to be careful, though, Corey. In many of those Badu Jack fights, they were 12-round championship-level fights. This is 10 rounds, so he's going to have to get it going sooner rather than later.
Great point.
A lot less time to work with for Badu Jack.
Not to mention, he has a much younger, fresher man in front of him. Badu Jack, 38 years of age. Ooh, big left-hand shot there from Rivera.
A good sweeping hook there from Rivera. Tries to capitalize on it with a right hand. The snuck through the guard of Badu Jack as well. Less than a minute left to go here in round 4. as Jack leaps in with the left hook. That's one of the hallmarks of Jack's offense.